Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to really focus in on this ROMAND palette. I've had it for 2 months, I believe, but I only came around now to do a dedicated video on it, and it is the ROMAND Better Than Palette 04 Dusty Fog. This one is so special. I feel like, especially in terms of K-beauty, this is a color story you don't ever see. Like, I have other cool tone palettes that I'll insert later on a few snippets to compare them to, but this is truly the most gray toned, most cool toned palette that I have seen in the K-beauty market, and I'm going to tell you why I think this is very special and why I would really recommend it to you as like a complementary palette to the rest of your collection. So let's just dive right into it. So this palette consists of 10 matte shadows. The other palettes come with shimmers and glitters and mattes. This one is solely matte, which can be really helpful when you're trying to create a smoky kind of contoured look, which is why I think this palette comes in handy all the time when I want to contour. I have said it before on my channel, I don't own a contour powder because usually I only bronze my face. I never contour. I just don't feel the need to do it. I like more minimal, fresh makeup. But if I need, for whatever reason, for a concept makeup look or for extra definition, this palette, the tones are perfect to mix. Like this more brown shade mixed with this more gray one, even with this lighter, with these lighter shades, like you can go all over here. It'll create like that perfect smoky contoured look, not just for the eyes but also for like the nose, and maybe even chisel out the very outer part of your face. It's probably not going to look the most natural because it is quite gray tone, but if you're fair and you find everything is too warm, try to mix one of these shades into that. I think that could be very helpful. On its own, I feel like it looks very intimidating and you would probably think, what am I going to be doing with this? But this is really the most amazing palette to have alongside of other palettes. I'm not saying if you don't have any eyeshadows in your collection, go and buy this. It's probably not what I would recommend to you. This is so helpful when you have a good amount of eyeshadow and you don't want to spend that much on a cool toned eyeshadow palette, especially, and you want mattes only. You want just that one palette that you can grab whenever you need it for those occasions, and that is where I think this palette would be an amazing option. The blendability of these is so beautiful. There's no other way to say it. They are a little bit more powdery, but that tends to make the eyeshadow blend so much better, look so smoky and so like fumey almost. This doesn't only have to look gray and weird. When I think of like going out at night and having a super elegant smoky eye, this palette is perfect for that. Blendability is amazing. They're smooth and buttery and they just make your eyes look very airbrushed and blurred almost. Like touching my eyelid, it even feels super soft. And I feel like this is amazing for people with more lines, like fine lines. I think this would be perfect because it doesn't emphasize any of those fine lines. At least I have noticed that for myself, so I really like it. Another great thing alongside with the formula is that you have an amazing range of like very light shades to very dark. This dark brown, or like black, almost charcoal brown, it is so perfect for smoking and smudging out the eyeliner. I did it today a little bit more than usual. For today's look, I applied the lightest shade all over my lid to kind of set it, and after setting it into my crease, I applied these 2 shades right here. They are more natural, so they won't look crazy. And then I deepened it and smoked out my eyeliner again with the darkest shade. What I really like about this, on camera, these look super cool tone gray. In person, and that is what I was like kind of like about, they have beige undertones in them. It's so weird. I've never seen a gray shade like this. It's not just gray, it's slightly yellow beige. So interesting, which in a way I feel like makes even these shades not look half bad. Like, it doesn't look weird on the eyes. I wouldn't say this palette is for everyone. Again, I don't think this could be like an everyday staple, maybe for some people. Other than that, this is an amazing add-on palette, and I feel like this is what I would recommend it for the most. Is like, if you have eyeshadows and you want just that one palette, this is when I would go for it. Other than that, I don't think this should be, or is the easiest to be a standalone palette. I really enjoy it. I would really recommend it to you if all of these points sound interesting to you. I know that I kind of speeded through this, but formula, nice, buttery and smooth and matte. Packaging, super beautiful as usual. I didn't expect anything less from ROMAND. Just looks and feels amazing on the eyes. Like, you don't feel it doesn't feel dry. It makes the eye look very blurred and airbrushed, and it lasts the entire day like any other ROMAND shadow. So I would really recommend this palette as a little extra alongside of your other palettes. If you found this helpful, give me a thumbs up. That would really mean so much to me and help my channel out so much. You have no idea. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!